So what's up everybody, my name is JR, aka the Sinister Camaro. Welcome to another video. You guys seem to love these Tech Tips Tuesdays, so I'm going to keep them rolling along with all the automotive content that we've got going. So if there's anything that you want to request, please let us know in the comments below. So on this video, we're basically going to do an unboxing and a kind of review. This is going to be for my wife's build PC. Now we've had like probably 3 or 4 different gaming headsets that we actually use. We have an Astro A40 that works with the Xbox directly, an Astro A40 Tournament Edition that has a MixAmp that I plug into my PC for my streams. We've got the Xbox headsets that usually come with the consoles, and we've just experimented with a couple different ones. Now we haven't actually filmed and reviewed a bunch of them, but I figured what's a better time to start than now. We're building my wife's PC, almost done with it. We just gotta create some space and we'll get hers up and running. So hopefully soon we'll have her Twitch account set up and you can follow her there. If you want to be up to date and be kept up when she makes her profile, feel free to check out my Instagram below. You can also check out my Twitch channel, which is also in the description below. Either way, you can get in touch with me, and whenever we go live with that, I'll let them know.
Or me.
So this is my lovely wife that I've got with me, and so what we're gonna do is we've actually been looking at a couple different headsets that we've been working with. We went to Best Buy recently and basically had her test and trial a bunch of the headsets that are out there just to see which ones were comfortable, which ones fit best. After we found out a couple of ones that we liked in the right price range that we wanted, we even went the extra mile and I went on the back end to make sure all the stats and everything's up to date on that. So I'm glad I did, because we did pick out one which I believe was the HyperX Cloud Alpha. However, it did not have surround sound on it, so that's why we did not pick that one. But next best thing, we've got the Cloud II, which we're going to be reviewing today, unboxing, and we're going to see firsthand if it's as great as it meant to be. Now, this headset runs about $100 on any kind of website, Amazon or Best Buy or anything like that. But we got on a Christmas deal for about $20 less, so we're running about 80 bucks on a headset. So we're gonna see, is $80 headset worth it, or can you go cheaper or more expensive? And we'll also do another video comparing all the headsets that we have to see which one is better, no matter what the price. If you can spend $20, $80, or even $150 for those Astros, which one's the best? So I guess let's get started. You wanna do it? So when we first opened the box, we've got an awesome welcome guide here from HyperX. They said they got us covered, so thank you guys from HyperX. We do appreciate that. Next, we've got a quick start guide, so everything you need to know, basically how to set it up, how to connect it to your PC, Xbox, or whatever you have. That'll come in handy. All right, so as I'm reading now, the headset is compatible with a PC or Mac, so that's awesome. PlayStation 4, direct connection, so you don't need anything special for that. But the Xbox, you will need that special adapter for your controller, so make sure that you go on the Microsoft website or Amazon or wherever you buy your adapters and make sure to get that if you want to be able to control the volume. If you don't care about that kind of stuff, you can plug it directly into the controller as well, because it's got a 3.5mm port. Either way, you're going to be set. And last but not least, you can even use this on a mobile tablet as well. Your mobile phone, mobile tablet, as long as it has a 3.5mm jack, you can use it with that as well. All right, so nice cover. So we've got our earmuffs. They're nice, soft padding. You got I like the red and black, but that's just me. But basically, you see these flaps on the back end of here. You just put those around the headphones, and there's your earmuffs, all nice and snug. All right, so I'm really digging this design. I'll get up close to you so you can see that. So I really like this. It's got a really nice like black leather look to it. It's got red stitching on it, so it's like that nice like black and red, because you know we got to match. We've got the red metal. It's very hard. It's very sturdy. It's got the braided wire, so you don't have to worry about that breaking. So that's great. I love that. I love like the finish on the sides here. It's like a black wood with like a chrome red. So I really like the look of it. I really like the fact that they include 2 different earmuffs. So you got the all black. So this is like straight up leather right here with the black in the middle of it. The extra one they give you, it has the red on the inside, but it's like a t-shirt kind of fabric.
Plushy.
Yeah, it's like a plushie pretty much on your ear instead of the leather like you'd sit on a car seat. So that's pretty cool. They give you the versatility right there in the box, so that's great. So your wiring is going to be all braided as well, so all of that's braided. You don't have to worry about it snapping or sneering. It's very high durability. You've got your 3.5 millimeter plug-in right here, and then you've got your extension for your microphone. You can do it any which way you want, and it's very snug. Now I've done some reviews or seen some reviews of this microphone on different kinds of headsets. Make sure that when you're using it, you plug it into this hole at the bottom of the headset here, but make sure it's snug and all the way snapped in, or else you'll hear everybody will basically hear you distorted when you're talking, or won't hear you at all because it's not picking it up. So make sure when you plug these in that they are all the way secured. So they give you a nice little carrying bag, which is very cool. Very cool added touch to you guys, so you can keep it. And if you guys travel to your friend's house or just need to store it away so your dog won't eat it or your babies won't get it, it's a very nice touch with this bag. It also comes with, of course, your dongle for your USB to plug into your computer or plug into your Xbox, your PlayStation, and you've got your controls here. So in the middle, you've got your 7.1 surround sound button. You can turn that on and off. So if you're going for old school games like Counter-Strike, you don't want that surround sound on there, you can obviously turn it off. But for high impact games like Halo or Black Ops, you definitely want to turn that on so that you can hear the footsteps, everybody running around, and all the really cool cinematics music. On one side, you've got your microphone. So basically you can control it going up and down so that people can hear you better, or if you're talking too loud, you can lower it. And on the other side, you've got your sound for everybody else talking to you, so you can control whether or not they're blasting your ear, or if they're just not talking loud enough, you can raise that. The input for the headset's on the top here, and they even include a nice little clip, so you can clip it to your shirt and you won't have to worry about it. And on the side right here is your mute button. It's a slider, so you slide it up to mute, slide it down to unmute. Alright, so that's basically what comes out of the box when you first get it. So we haven't tampered with it at all. It was still sealed and everything like that, but this is everything as we got it from where we ordered it. So basically what we're going to do in this video is we're basically going to try it out. Now, the bad thing is that you won't be able to actually hear, but as far as you hearing what's in the headset, like if you were one of us, that's going to be a little tough to do because we can't recreate that over a computer like it would be on this headset. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to play some games a little bit. We're going to put it through as test and see if it's actually going to be really good or if it's going to be a flop. See if that $80 is worth it, or if we should spend extra money, or if this is even better than the Astros, man, I might even change over myself, because HyperX makes some really good products from what we've used on my PC build. We're gonna go get to it. We're gonna do some gaming, and after we do that, we will get right back to you with our full-on extensive review of what we think about the headset in all its entirety. So stay tuned. Alright, so guys, now we're back. We've had about over 10 hours or so of streaming with the HyperX headset, and we want to give you guys a review of what we think about it. We have a couple different models of the Astros. We have the Astro A40 Xbox edition, so only has the Xbox plug-in to the bottom of it. We also have the A40 the Astro A40 Tournament Editions as well, with a MixAmp that can plug it with your PC, your PlayStation, or your Xbox. We've had the regular Xbox mics, and of course we've got the brand new microphone that we're talking about today. So we've had a little bit of experience with the microphones. We've used them for years, and this is the first time with our HyperX microphone. So just a little bit, I'm gonna have my wife come on and give you the whole lowdown of what she thinks, the rating she gets in the different areas that she has. That way, if you guys want to buy this yourself, you're more than welcome to do so, and you'll have a better feeling about what to expect with it. Now, before we get into that, I just want to stress this because it was a big letdown for us. With this microphone, it comes with the 3.5mm jack, which we've talked about before. Unfortunately, with the Xbox, it's going to be a little weird. We have two different controllers here. We have our Project Scorpio edition for the Xbox One X that I have, and we also have just a basic run-of-the-mill Xbox controller that's an older model as well.
Alright, so as you'll notice in the older model of the controller, they don't have a 3.5mm jack on it. The only thing you'll have is the dedicated Xbox controller configuration, like microphone plug-in. So you will have to get a $50 Xbox adapter for that piece. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of that. I think at this point in time it should come with it, or have like a better alternative that comes with the headset for as much as you pay for it, because now you're stepping into the Astro A40 price range with this setup. And as you can notice on the Xbox One X, since it's a newer model console and this controller came with it, the updated controllers had the 3.5mm jack. So if you borrowed this from a friend, the controller from a friend, if you bought the Xbox secondhand and you had an older model of it, you may not have that in the bottom. So make sure to test that out first. Make sure you have that 3.5mm jack first if that's the route you want to go. It doesn't make a difference as far as sound, whether you plug it directly into the controller with the 3.5mm or if you use the Xbox adapter. Now, if you use the adapter with it, you do get the ability to change the volume control on the fly, mute your controller, and things like that. Whereas if you have just a 3.5mm jack plugged in the controller, it's not going to be able to do that. You have to go into your settings on the Xbox. So keep that in mind when you're buying one of these for your Xbox. When it comes to PlayStation or mobile gaming, of course, 3.5mm jack. If you have a new iPad mobile gaming you want to play this with, you've got to have that lightning cable adapter as well. So as long as you got a 3.5mm jack, you're good to go. You want to plug it into your computer on an audio jack, you can do that directly. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into the criteria we look at when we're trying to establish if we like a headset or not. And I'm going to turn it over to my wife and we're going to see exactly what she thinks after playing with this headset for over 10 hours.
Alright, so the first point I'm going to talk about is how I think that my new headset looks. I really like the look of it. I feel like it looks very nice. I feel like it looks more expensive than it actually is. I enjoy the leather headband, the red stitching on it, very soft cushions for your ears, and the metal part, I like that that's red, and I like the other red accents like the HX on the side of the headphones. I enjoy that the cable is braided. It makes it look like it's more expensive, and it also makes it more sturdy and less liable to break. And then I also like that the microphone part unplugs and plugs back in. An issue that I had with my old headset was that this part kind of got weakened over time and would frequently start to kind of like droop a little bit, and I would keep having to set it back up and it would keep drooping. But the design of this one, I don't think that's going to be an issue, also because this part of the mic is also braided and it's flexible, but it's also stiff at the same time. So I don't feel like having a droopy mic is going to be an issue that I'm going to have with this headset. So this particular headset only comes in two styles with two different color options for you to choose from. It's not customizable, but it's also one of those things where you get what you pay for. So while it is high quality, it's not customizable. So for that reason, for looks, I would give it like a 4.5. I do wish it was customizable because I do love my purple. So the next part that we're going to talk about is the comfort of the headset. So an issue that I used to have with my old headset is that when I would put the headset on, I felt like all of the weight was here. I felt like after even just an hour or two of wearing the headset that all of the weight was pushing down on the top of my head. And it would, if you're like me and you're prone to headaches and migraines, it very frequently caused me headaches and migraines. Whereas with this headset, it doesn't feel like it's any lighter, but it feels like the weight is distributed better. I wore this headset for several hours on New Year's Eve. We brought in the new year, we played for like 6 hours straight or something like that. And I never once felt like the weight of the headband was all on the top of my head. I didn't get a headache or migraine. Whereas with my old headset, if I had done that, I definitely would have ended up going to sleep with a migraine that night. I do also like that with this headset, I can't just move it up and down. I can also move it closer and further away. So with my old headset, whenever I was breathing into the mic, I would have to move it up. and sometimes I would have to keep moving it up until it was in my field of vision. Whereas with this one, when I'm breathing into the mic, I can just move it out and then it's not in my field of vision. I don't particularly like that because, and I know I said that I enjoyed that you can plug it and unplug it, but one thing I don't enjoy about it is because it's one that you plug and unplug, you have to have the microphone on your left side. And if you're OCD like me and you prefer to have your mic on the right side, then that's something that can be a little bothersome. But honestly, once I'm in the game and I'm distracted by what's going on in the game, I don't even notice that the mic is on the left side anymore. And then also the earmuffs have quite a bit of padding to them and they're very comfortable. I haven't had any issues with the ear pads hurting my ears at all. Overall, it feels very lightweight. The weight is very evenly distributed. I will say though that with my old headset, when I would put it on like this, it was very comfortable. Whereas with this headset, it's a little bit tighter and I kind of feel like I'm being choked a little bit. I don't do this very often. I usually just do this if JR comes in the room and I'm playing a game that he's not playing and he has something that he needs to tell me. I'll take my headset off, I'll continue to play, but I'll put it around my neck like this so I can hear what he's saying, and then I put it back. It's not the most comfortable, it's a little snug around the neck when you do it like this, but overall it's very comfortable. The headset does fit very well around my head. I don't feel like it is squishing my head, but I also don't feel like it's loose and dangling away from my head, and it's very easily adjustable. My old headset, when I would try to adjust it, I would always feel like one ear was sitting lower than the other. It always felt lopsided. Whereas with this headset, I have adjusted it once and I haven't had to adjust it again. So if I had to give comfort an overall rating, I'm not going to count the microphone not being able to be interchangeable against it for comfort, because it has nothing to do with comfort, and that's just me being weird and OCD. So because of the fact that my only complaint is that this isn't very comfortable, again, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for comfort. Point we're going to hit on is the sound quality. This headset does have 7.1 surround sound. When I am wearing the headset, the sound is very clear. So my old headset was Astro A40, and I feel like this headset is comparable to that as far as sound quality, and I also believe that it's more comfortable, so you're getting just as good of quality and more comfort for a cheaper price. I honestly don't know which one is better. They sound almost identical to me. The sound quality is very high. In game, you can hear all the sounds. It sounds like you're in the game. It sounds like, you know, if something's going on over here, it sounds like it's coming from over there. Also, when I'm playing with friends and we're in a chat, I can hear them very clearly as well. I don't have any issues with the sound cutting out or there being any kind of delay between somebody saying something and it coming through my headset. My rating for sound quality, I haven't ever had a headset that was a higher quality than this headset. It's equal to the one I had before, so I would give the sound quality a 5.
Alright, so for this point you get me again, so I apologize for a second, but I just wanted to say that there is something that she can't really hear because it's on her headset herself, but us being the people talking to her in a party chat would be the ones talking to her. So the great thing about this headset compared to the Astros that we work with, and even the basic Xbox mic that you get, is that you get this little spongy thing on the microphone itself. It's basically noise cancellation on the end of everybody in the chat. I love this because it's less breathing in the mic. I don't hear that as much when I'm talking to my wife or when we're playing in our group chat. It also sounds a lot clearer because there's a lot of echo in this room. If you can hear this, if you're really good about hearing that in this room, there's no sound pads or anything like that, but there's a lot of other mics that you can hear the reverb, you can hear the vibrations, and everything come back to you in it, and I don't like that at all. You can hear the TV in the background. With this, it cancels that out somewhat, so I do appreciate that. So I love that about this headset compared to the higher priced ones. As far as being in chat with her as well, I just want to say that it's an overall great sounding mic. I can hear clear as day as she sounds in real life. I know the Xbox makes you sound like a robot, but this actually makes you sound like the person you are, and I love that about it. One little gripe about it that I picked up on, now not a lot of people are going to get this being in a chat with somebody with one of these, but one of the things I picked up on is anytime there was any kind of noise that picked up on this mic, it could be the wind blowing in the mic, it could be a start of basically talking. There's a really high-pitched kind of like sound going on the other people's like headsets. So when we were playing, I knew she was talking because I can hear a really high-pitched whine. Like, it's not gonna be like I'm gonna throw this out because that's just one of the major things that I don't like. I'm gonna give this a low rating. No, it's nothing like that. It's just something that I kind of noticed that I don't think a lot of other people are gonna notice. But now that I said it, you might realize it more now. But that's really the only gripe I have about it, to be honest. But other than that, the sound quality is amazing. I love it on our end, and I think the rating I'm gonna give, just because of that high pitch of it, I'm just gonna bring it down to a 4 because I'm a little harsh on it because I've been around the block with microphones over the years. That high pitched noise, once you start hearing it, it kind of gets annoying to me. But once you get like really into the game and really just competitive, you won't notice it at all. So it's not a deal breaker for me at all. It's just gonna lower it a star for me.
All right, so the next point we're gonna hit on is cost. So this headset, when it is not on sale, is $100. My Astro A40's Xbox edition were about $200 not on sale. I would say, going based on the quality and the comfort, this is definitely worth the $100. With the Astros, you get more customizability. So if you don't really care too much about being able to customize your headset, these are definitely the ones that I would go for, because in my opinion, they are more comfortable. They do still look really cool, and the sound quality is there. If you just have to have that customizability, then I would go for the Astro A40s. And I'm not trying to bash Astro by saying that these are more comfortable. That's just my honest opinion, and I'm sure that there are potentially other Astro models out there that would be just as comfortable as these, but my experience with that particular headset is that it would trigger headaches and migraines for me. But as far as cost, I feel like this is definitely getting the best bang for your buck. Just know that that customizability isn't there, and I do wish for the $100 that you paid that you didn't have this 3.5mm jack, that you did have that adapter for the other style of Xbox controller. And also because when you have the 3.5mm jack, in order to adjust your sound settings, you have to do it through your home, and it takes a little while to adjust it and get it correct. Whereas if you have the adapter, you can hit the button while you're in the middle of playing and adjust it while in the middle of game, where you can't do that when you have the jack. My rating for price, I would say, just because the customability isn't there, and also because you have the jack instead of the adapter that allows you to make your changes in game, I would give it a 4. So the final thing that we're gonna rate this headset on is its ability to cancel outside noises. So this headset, when I have it on and Jimmy and I are playing in the same room on the same Xbox, I cannot hear a word he is saying. Whereas with my Astros, I could hear a little bit, and with the Xbox headset that comes with your Xbox system, I could hear everything that's going on in the room. So it kind of comes down to personal preference if you want that noise cancellation or not. I do like the noise cancellation because I do get easily distracted by outside noises. So for me, I would give the noise canceling a 5. So my overall rating for this headset would be a 4.5. I do feel like it's very comfortable. It does look very cool. The noise cancellation is great. The sound quality is great. For price, you're definitely getting a high quality product for the price that you're paying. The only ways that I would say that they could improve their product to get it from a 4.5 to a 5, if I was being really nitpicky again, would be because the mic plugs and unplugs in one specific location. You are stuck with it being on the left side of your face, whereas if you're OCD like me and you like it on the right side of the face, that might be a little problematic for you, but it's not the end of the world. I do wish that the headset was a little more customizable, but again, you get what you pay for. You're paying $100 for high quality. You're not going to be able to really customize it. My one big complaint is that I do wish that it came with the adapter rather than the 3.5mm jack, which would make it way easier to adjust my sound settings without having to go through the Xbox menu and be able to do it in game. Because it's kind of hard to adjust your settings before you get in the game, and then you get in the game and you realize the settings are off, and then you got to go out of the game to adjust it again, and you kind of got to do this back and forth until you get your settings set right. So that would be my only real big complaint. If they fix that one thing alone, that would probably jump them from a 4.5 to a 5 rating from me.
Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. That's all we got to talk about. That's the points that we usually look at when we do a headset review, and I think this one is going to be definitely a winner. So definitely, if you want one, I will leave a link in the description below. We are not sponsored, it's just a headset that I wanted to buy, and we tried out a few of them at Best Buy, and of course this is the one we went with because it hit all of our marks almost or directly on the point. So we want to know, guys, do you agree with our ratings? Leave in the comments below.
What headset do you guys prefer, or what headset would you recommend to us to try?
Let us know in the comments below because we want to know to you guys. We might do another video trying out the other headsets that we got. As we said before, we have the Astro A40 Xbox edition. We have the A40 Tournament editions with the MixAmp. We have the basic Xbox one, and we have a special one that's even cheaper than this guy to even test out. So you'll see those in the next few videos, and we'll definitely try them out, put them to the test, put them against each other, see which one is the best bang for your buck that you'll possibly get. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. If you'd like to see more of these videos, let us know in the comments as well. We want to know. We want to know if you want more tech videos. We'll definitely do them. It's just up to what you guys want to see. But without further ado, without that being said, we're going to head out, and we'll see you in the next video.
So don't forget, always remember, stay sinister.
Perfect.